The first and second Adam, a story of redemption and restoration. Adam, the first man, was created perfect, living in Eden's paradise with God. But when Adam disobeyed by eating the forbidden fruit, sin entered the world and humanity was separated from God. The first book of Adam and Eve and the conflict of Satan adds powerful details to this story. After being cast out of Eden, Adam's struggles were immense. One striking moment, Satan and his angels trick Adam into throwing himself down a mountain. But God, in his mercy, sends angels to lift Adam back up, foreshadowing God's constant desire to redeem and restore humanity. Another parallel, Adam was pierced on his right side in one account, symbolizing the wound of humanity caused by sin. This mirrors the way Yahushas, Jesus, the second Adam, was pierced on his right side during his crucifixion, shedding blood and water as a sign of cleansing and life. John 19:34. After being cast out of Eden, Adam's struggles were immense. One striking moment, Satan and his angels trick Adam into throwing himself down a mountain. But God, in his mercy, sends angels to lift Adam back up, foreshadowing God's constant desire to redeem and restore humanity. Satan uses a similar tactic with Yahushas, Jesus, during his 40 days in the wilderness. Satan tempts Yahushas, Jesus, to throw himself from the pinnacle of the temple, twisting scripture to manipulate him. Matthew 4:5-6. Unlike Adam, Yahushas, Jesus, resists Satan, standing firm in his obedience to God. He responds, "You shall not put Yahuah, the Lord, your God, to the test." Matthew 4:7, showcasing his victory over the same type of deception that led Adam to stumble. The New Testament introduces Yahushas, Jesus, as the second Adam, 1 Corinthians 15:45. Let's compare. Adam disobeyed God in Eden. Yahushas, Jesus, obeyed perfectly, even to the point of death on the cross, Philippians 2:8. Just as Adam was wounded, Jesus was pierced on his side. But while Adam's wound symbolized sin and separation, Yahushas, Jesus' wound, brought healing and restoration to all who believe. Isaiah 53:5. Satan led Adam to despair, even tempting him to self-destruction. Similarly, Satan tempted Yahushas, Jesus, to test God and prove himself. But Yahushas, Jesus, overcame Satan's power by standing firm in truth and ultimately laying down his life to redeem humanity. Romans 5:18-19. The first book of Adam and Eve reveals the depth of Adam's sorrow after his fall. It's a story of longing for restoration, fulfilled in Yahushas, Jesus, the Messiah. Adam lost paradise. Yahushas, Jesus, opens the gates of heaven. Adam fell to Satan's deception. Yahushas, Jesus, crushed Satan's power. Adam's wound reflected sin. Yahushas, Jesus, wounds healed it. Unlike the books in the Bible, which have a traceable connection to apostles, prophets, or inspired individuals, these texts lack a clear authorship. Early church leaders debated the theological accuracy of these writings. Some saw the vivid depictions of Satan's tactics and Adam's suffering as allegorical rather than divinely inspired. The church sought to solidify a cohesive message for believers. Texts like the first book of Adam and Eve and the conflict with Satan were seen as supplementary or speculative rather than essential to the gospel's core truths. In the first book of Adam and Eve and the conflict with Satan after being cast out of Eden, Adam was overwhelmed by sorrow, pain, and separation from God. His suffering felt unbearable, and he cried out to God in his despair. However, many people still find value in these writings, myself included. Test and read and pray about this book because they provide unique insights into the struggle between humanity and Satan, echoing themes of redemption fulfilled in Yahushas, Jesus. I hope and pray this gave you a deeper insight into the first and second Adam. Much love. Yahuah bless you all in Yahusha's name.